Quick video, guys. So I had the wrong timing belt for my car. Skate Racing T247RB is a part number. This belt's actually for a GSR B16 engine, and we're working here with a non-Vtec engine. So I don't know what this belt was doing on this car, on this engine. If you see, there's damage on the belt. I reused an old one because it was actually in pretty good shape. I don't know what caused all the shavings to come out like that, but this belt is just bad condition. You don't ever want to use a belt that's worn out like this. So yeah, wrong belt. Too long. It has like 2 or 3 teeth more. I'm not sure. I didn't really count it. But anyways, so how do you align your engine to be a top dead center? So for the cams to be a top dead center, these two marks here have to point at each other. You need to make sure that's 100% accurate. If you don't have this plastic cover on the back here, then this other mark should be flat on the head. So it should be marking here and here. But since my cover is on, it can't really use that mark. But you could come from like back here, and you would be able to see the mark just at the head's height. You can't right now because this is in the way, but if you can see right there, the mark's there. So it should be flush with the head on both spots, here and here. But since the cover's on, I can't really show you that. Anyways, so this is the timing for the cams. Once you set the cams in time, you should come over here to the distributor and make sure the timing on the distributor is correct as well. How do you tell the distributor's in time? Well, easy. If the cams are in top dead center, then the rotor should be pointing down here towards the first spark plug wire. If you have it pointing up here, it's actually incorrect. You want to take your distributor off. I just did that because mine was actually wrong as well. So how do you do that? You take off the 1, 2, 3 bolts. You take off the 1, 2, 3 for the distributor cap, and you want to take off the wires. Once you do that, I'm going to show you real quick what you're going to do. Actually, already did this. Just didn't want to waste you guys' time on a really long video. I'm trying to do a short video here today. I want to do a 20-40 minute video. So what you do is you take off this ring. It's pretty easy. You just take a pliers or something, flathead screwdriver. You take off that ring and you see that there's a shaft going right through it. You want to take off that shaft and spin this 180 degrees. This is what it should look like. Your cams have to be in time for you to be able to do this and for you to tell if it's correct or not. And you should use all 3 bolts. I'm using one because it just makes it a lot easier for me to change the timing on the distributor or whatever, take off the distributor without having to take off 3 bolts. But you should definitely have all 3 bolts on. I'm just really lazy and unprofessional. Okay guys, so again, timing belt, the cams have to be facing each other. The distributor cap rotor should be facing down here towards this. So if that is correct, then your cam timing and your distributor timing is correct. So then we go down here and you have to make sure that the timing on the block is correct as well. How do you do that? Well, it's pretty easy. There's a mark on this gear here. This gear has to line with the mark on the oil pump. If that is correct, then you are good to go. You might want to spin the engine at least 6 times. Counterclockwise, always counterclockwise, guys. You never spin the engine clockwise. You always spin it counterclockwise. So, spin it counterclockwise 6 times at least. Make sure the timing doesn't go off. You can do this starting the car or just doing it by hand, but you want to make sure that the timing is correct after you spin it 6 times at least. If you spin it 6 times and your timing and everything is correct, well, everything should work just fine. So remember, the first spark plug wire, the first spark plug wire should be on this position. It was actually wrong on mine. I had to fix it. This was number 1 for some reason, but it should be this one. First spark plug wire is this one. If your cams are in time, then it should be pointing like this. I hope this helps you guys. If you have slack on your belt here, you should probably check. Your belt's probably too long. You're using a Vtec belt maybe. When you install the belt, you want to make sure there's no slack on this side. When you first start installing it, there should be no slack on this side. All the slack should be over here. So, if any questions, just comment and I'll be answering your comments.